To chat with Yankees skipper Aaron Boone the day after his birthday. So first things first, Aaron, happy birthday.
Well, thank you, guys. Made another one.
Aaron, first of all, I love seeing you fiddling with the audio there. That's a man who knows TV, making sure he's got his headset right. Very nicely done.
Yeah, but they got this thing taped down pretty good. You guys are awfully loud.
Okay, we'll try and whisper.
No,
to
that's
you.
good. It's good.
So, Aaron, a lot of good things have happened for your team thus far tonight. Let's start with Herman. What jumped out most to you about those three economical innings?
Just the continued command of 3 pitches. I mean, it's what we've seen since he's got down here in his bullpens and his live work and his game work. Just really good command with 3 really good pitches. He was throwing hard tonight. The changeup and the curveball are both real weapons for him, and he just looks really sharp at this point. You know, especially obviously having not pitched a lot other than a little bit of winter ball.
You know, when you look at your rotation, Aaron, there's certainly some curiosity and questions as to who fits where, but there's also a lot of talent. When you see Herman look the way he has tonight, and then even Davey tomorrow, do you start to get excited about how all these pieces may fit and the amount of options that you have in the rotation?
Yeah, I am. You know, Davey, who went yesterday, was terrific for 3 innings. Similar to Herman tonight, they're just really good feel and command of their secondary stuff to go along with their fastball. So, obviously we've tried to create a lot of depth, knowing that we're going into a 162-game season off the 60-game season. So we know we're going to have to lean on a number of people. And at this point, we feel really good about the options that we do have. But by and large, those guys have come in and really thrown the ball well and put themselves in a good spot here moving forward.
Yeah, Aaron, we notice, we see this a lot of spring training where you get the closer in earlier in the game, as we saw with Chapman the last inning. And wow, I mean, everything looked good there. It looked like his splitter is a real weapon. I know you and I mentioned it, but what you saw from the side there, boy, that looks like he's got confidence in that pitch.
Yeah, obviously he debuted it a few times last year, and it has all the characteristics to be a really special pitch. And then he's just continued to work on it over the winter and then here in spring training. And it's actually a pitch that not only profiles really well, but he's got a really good feel for it. And when we think of Chappie, we think of, the 100+ mile an hour overpowering. But I think what he's really showing is, a guy that is pretty good at his craft, and I think is showing the ability to evolve as his career gets a little bit later here. And I really think that split finger, especially against righties, is going to be a pitch that is absolutely a factor and is going to be something that enables him to stay dominant as his career gets later and later.
Looking at the offense, Aaron, a lot of damage already tonight. We saw the back-to-back homers there in the third. For Giancarlo Stanton, what has stood out most to you just watching his at-bats early on in spring?
Just a continuation of a guy that has gotten really good at his craft, at his process, his mental, his ability to focus and really have a really good game plan, and have an understanding of how pitchers are trying to attack him and staying disciplined to his game plan when he goes up there. And it's what I've been so excited about the last couple of years, and he just hasn't been able to stay on the field to be able to really see it manifest. Obviously, he came back late last year, got off to a great start before getting hurt, and then did what he did in the postseason. But I really feel like, man, if he stays healthy, it's going to be a scary season.
Yeah, Aaron, a couple questions, two-pronged. One, if you could touch on Zach Britton and who you were looking to replace him and his injury. And secondly, what would Aaron Boone, the broadcaster, ask Aaron Boone, the manager?
Well, first off, with Britt, he flew back to New York today. He's got a quarantine there for a few days before he can have surgery. I think he's scheduled for the surgery on Monday. It looks like a very straightforward, simple remove a bone chip. So essentially it's going to be no throwing for a few or several weeks. as that incision heals up, and then it's a normal build up from there. You know, obviously as a pitcher, but a relief pitcher, we'll just see how long it takes from there. But look, I mean, obviously losing a guy like Britt, I mean, he's been one of the dominant relievers in our sport over the last decade. You know, it's a blow, but it's also a really good opportunity for somebody to step up, establish or cement a role, and knowing that, you know, we're going to get Britt back, you know, whatever it is during the season, feel really comfortable that he's going to be a big part of especially the second half of the season. And, you know, we talk about all these starting pitchers, you know, and how you're going to work the innings coming off a shortened season. Well, the relievers factor into that too. So maybe it's a situation where we'll have a little bit of a fresher Zach Britton in the second half and down the stretch, and what we hope is the playoffs. What would I ask myself? Well, we got no Britton, obviously, to start the season. Chappie is suspended the first game. Who's going to close those? Hopefully the first couple of games if you're in that position to start the season.
So, Aaron, who's going to close?
Well, we'll just figure it out. We got good options. We got Greeny, we got O'Day, we got Wilson, who we're going to see tonight as well, and we'll just try and put these guys in the best situations to match them up to be successful, and hopefully we're talking about that in the first couple of games.
O'Day retired the first two, 3-2 here on Walters, and gets him to wave weekly and miss. Aaron, thank you as always for the time.
Thank you, guys. Take care.